So, tonight I want to talk about being enough and not being alone. So, Paige mentioned that I have been here a while. It's actually been a year. And a year ago, I was told in another VR location that my voice didn't matter. I didn't matter. I was in a leadership group and was told I had nothing of value to share. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I kept my mouth shut, didn't argue. I didn't speak up. And no one else spoke up either when they heard this person say this to me. And I was like, wow. Afterwards, one of the women did speak up to me. She couldn't speak up to the people because it was just the two of us, two women. But she gave me a code to get into Horizon. And when that group attempted to come into here at that time, they decided that group didn't want to be in here at that point. But when they tried to come in here, I felt like, okay, I'm going to be pushed out again. Like my voice again is going to be shut down. And I found Paige, Better World Museum, and we talked, and she brought me to her world with her garden and showed me how she was growing women in Horizon, and that I do have a space here, and that we matter. Our voices do matter. And so I was like, okay, I can do this. I'm already starting doing meditation in Horizon. And she's like, how can I help support you? And my first event, she helped fill up. We had 20 people in that room. That's how that room was told, was 20 at the time. And it was completely filled. And her and Nava made it happen. And there was people like Leslie, and I can't remember everybody else at this point because it's been a year, but it was amazing. And I felt so supported by Horizon. And one of the things that I'm continuing to see is this idea of that we're never enough. Like, our voices are still being counted out. I'm still hearing people say, oh, there's not this, there's not that. You're not good enough at this, or you're not good enough at that. And people aren't speaking up. But you are enough. Your voices matter. You can speak up. You can say, yes, this is what we are creating. No, it's not perfect. Help me make it better. Make the community stronger. Your voices will lift others. The other way that I often am counted out and not being enough is I'm LGBTQ. I am transgender, gender fluid, or non-binary, depending on who you talk to. Everyone wants to put a label on what exactly that means. I can tell you that my face looks just like my face in real life. My body looks like the body that I would love to have to represent my gender. And I've been told by the LGBTQ community that I'm not transgender enough. I'm not bisexual enough because I am married and I chose to get married to a guy. So I'm not bi enough because there's this anticipation that we can't be monogamous, that we can't have real relationships if we're bisexual, and that we're just testing the waters and being indecisive, And so, again, the community is saying, you're not enough this. And the straight community says, I'm not enough that. No, I'm perfectly perfect the way I am. I am enough. You don't have to measure up to anybody else except yourself. You are exactly the way you're supposed to be. And I hope that by creating peer support groups, by hosting the meditations, by making sure that I am giving space to others and helping to lift others' voices, that you will see that not only are you enough, you are a builder, you are a creator, you are the community. This community is nothing without any of you. Phoenix, I don't know how many times that you've helped me over this last year. Showing up, helping me when I was not feeling great, and you led that meditation, and that was so, so helpful for me. Dino Dad is always with me, hanging out with me, helping me also, and it's about that community of helping each other, reaching out to others. So I built the Peer Support Center in Horizon that's geared to helping us realize that we are enough and that we're not alone. There are people like me who have been through depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. We are rape survivors, and all other kinds. I was a victim of childhood abuse from the time I was a baby all the way up to when I left my house. I was homeless. I made the choice to be homeless. And it was better than being where I was. And so all of these things have, knocked me down a little bit, but now I'm stronger because of where I've been and where I've come from. And I want you to see that your story, you may feel like your story isn't helpful, but if you share your story with one person and that person doesn't feel as alone, because yes, I am just like you. So I wanted to just say again, you are not alone, you are enough, and you are perfectly perfect as you are. And I hope you'll join us later on.
Thank you so much, Flutt3r.
Yes.